This is the Sphere 13, and I am back from my adventures. That is one thing. As far as I can tell on the minimap, it's saying I have 2 platoon mates. Don't know where in the world they would be. I'm not platoon with anyone in this game, but sometimes the replay system screws up. Such as that, where it's set there at 0 for a while. But yeah, I am back, hopefully in the saddle, but since I've gotten back, I've gotten into quite a few games. I've gotten a new tank, which I'll show 2 replays later on, but not really a lot has happened. I mean, it just went back to same old, and what I found absolutely hilarious was I am bottom tier heavy. I found top tier heavy. I am pinning top tier heavy. Top tier tank destroyer. Yeah, only a damaged track, not much. And look at all the bullets fly. As you could probably notice, I have the Twitch mod installed. Obviously, I can't even play and record at the same time, so Twitch is kind of out of there until I can get a new computer, which I doubt will happen. Because of how my parents' thought process is. Which is, spend a couple thousand and I get a job. Well, they'll spend a couple thousand if I get a job and pay for the insurance of a car. I live in a town where I can walk. I mean, not in the winter, but school is literally right down the street. There's no reason for me to really have a car at this point. Why have to pay for something yourself when you can get someone to do it for you? I mean, that's my logic, but yeah, they're willing to go out and spend, what was it, like $20,000 on a car that me using is very, very slim, especially because I don't even have a driver's license. But when it comes to, say, a $1,000 desktop, which I could easily use every single day, they don't. No, I have to pay for that myself somehow, which is kind of weird for me. I mean, everyone, especially if parents say, do something you like when you go out. I mean, have your dream. And it just seems like, for me at least, after a while, that dream isn't relevant anymore. So they just seem to go, okay, you keep changing it, let's throw you here. Not gonna help you unless it's something we want to help you with. But apart from that, nothing's really changed. Obviously, I've somehow gotten a bit better over the break that I've had to my vacation. I mean, I had no clue that guy was there, but my response time was amazing, considering you're in a big, heavy tank. Not to mention, I'm somehow starting to learn the aiming pattern of an unaimed tank. You'll see what I mean. Like that. I mean, just look at how big the crosshairs are. I mean, I come around to try and get a shot at that guy, see the KV-1's there. Go, okay, it's this guy. And I can just somehow put shot after shot in place. Now, obviously there are times when the shot will go wide no matter what you do, but Yeah, I've gotten a little better, that's for sure. It's not the rush out there and, oh, I'm dead. That shot was close. KV-1, KV-1S, Tog. I hope you didn't need that else. The KV-1S is still loading. Hope you didn't need that health, and I'm tracked. And due to the Tog's high rate of fire, there's no contest. But yeah, there was practically no way we could lose that. We're capping their base. Their heavy tanks were well, the last two tanks were slow heavy tanks. They were just about surrounded, and their only hope was to make sure that they capped before we did, because they knew they weren't going to make it all the way across the map. So anyway, on to the next replay. This game was one of the first ones that happened when I got back. The other one was right before it, I believe. And if you cannot tell, I am in the mighty KV-2. Looks like the recording system in World Tanks has bugged out again. There it goes. But yeah, I am here with a friend of mine, Injustice117, in his SU-100Y. Don't worry about him just sitting there. I was platoon leader. He readied up, said I'm gonna be going, and I went, you know what, let me see if I can screw with him, and I started game, so. Well, I am one of the top tier heavies. He is top tier tank destroyer. And this is a very, very, very close game. When XVM says there's a % chance, that means you have a % chance. I mean, there have been games that I've been in, I think I've put a video above one or two, where it's a 2% chance for the team I'm on. Still means there's a chance. But anyway, yeah, we're headed north. We can kind of see the quote-quote lemming train headed to town. I mean, Wargaming did a great job balancing the map to where the south doesn't just immediately lose. But I still say the upper hand is to the north. Every time I've been on the north, I've yet to lose a game. Back before they balanced it, obviously you would never win on this map if you started in the south. You could tie pre-patch, but now it's still kind of better to hang back and just see. That would be a Wolverine. I am in KV-2. Let me just give him a warm welcome. And now, as you can, hold on. Let me just show you something weird. The replay system doesn't notice the tree trunk. I mean, World of Tanks, please patch your replay system. You could probably look around and probably have seen it for a while, but there are a few trees that you get in close, the tree trunks disappear. At a distance, they reappear. But anyway, back to game. Hello, Mr. Wolverine. Oh, now there's a NASA horn back there. Back up and reload. The reload time on my KV-2 is 24, I want to say 04 or 03. Now, the last time I was in, I was going around that corner. Gonna kind of pop out, see if he can spot me again. Nope. Doesn't seem like he's coming around, but he has pre-aimed at that. And I think my platoon mate has just given him a little, hey, back off, buddy shot. Try and kill him. But I am mighty capable. I do not go around crushable house. I will go through. And I will not pay the family for the destruction of their home. You will still have to pay me. I've damaged had my engine damaged from the, I think it was the Wolverine who did it. But look at, oh, get off my planet. And reload. And this cannon fodder practically going ahead of me. And we just lost another heavy tank. I wonder where. And aim and aim and aim and... He was dead just as the shot got to him. Which is a good shot by my teammates. And... this thing is not very good with a damaged engine. As you could probably notice, I don't carry around any consumables. For the simple fact that if you're playing good enough, you don't, in my opinion, this is purely my opinion, if you're playing good enough, you don't need consumables, and you definitely don't need gold ammunition. Every single tank is built so that way it can take down, or at least hinder, when it's bottom tier. So, I mean, back with my KV-1, I pinned down the top tier enemy heavy tank and their tank destroyer. Got my track damaged. I kept going. And, in my opinion, you lose an engine, unless of course it's in a dire situation to where you just started the game, that you should have been smart enough and not gotten your engine blown out. So, you get yourself lit on fire? I hope your crew can put it out. I mean, that's the kind of logic I have. 'Cause I may have gotten a bit better at World of Tanks, but I am definitely not good enough to buy consumables every single time. It's just not gonna happen. And what do you know, we lost town. Oh boy, I wonder why. It's not like they had 2 KV-1S's or anything. You know, just not at all did they ever have 2 KV-1S's, a KV-1 and a KV-2. Yeah, that has no effect. But anyway, on to something else. I was looking at my percent win chance in this tank and whatnot, and it's not a very well kept tank when it comes to win rate. But yeah, I play this tank for the fun. And then I went over into the awards tab. There is an award for killing 14 enemy players. There is an award for killing, if I remember correctly, 5 enemy artillery. That stuff may have happened near the beginning of the game, but it is not gonna happen. And you gave me one out of my planet, and quite possibly the universe. Gave you... Yeah, he did die with honor. Gave you 2. It does not wait for drive around the building. It will drive through. And this has actually come to a close game, as I said. Probably said. But anyway, their KV-2 is capping. I am capping. We have artillery back near base. They have a medium. He's... let me see. He's about 22 ahead of me. And my only problem is with this medium. And if he thinks I'm going to come running out of the cap circle to get him, no sir. I would very much rather back up. I mean, I am literally hoping now that they reset the cap. I mean, they needed to reset it before, but please just reset that cap. And I don't even need to show the rest of the game. Damaged engine KV-2, damaged track, going up against another KV-2, and I won't even get there in time. So, it was a fun game, don't get me wrong, it was absolutely fun. Me and my platoon mate, if I could speak, me and my platoon mate did fairly well. Together we got 6, but, like I said, we're still fairly new. I know I am, I'm not great. But anyway, on to the next replay. And this is the new tank that I had unlocked, the T-29. This tank, compared to M6 and T1, which you kind of go through if you want to have heavy tanks, to this one, this is definitely a lot better. I mean, halfway through the T1 heavy, I was thinking about backing out, going back to the M3 Elite, and going down the mediums. But the one thing that I don't think you get with the mediums is learning how to definitely go hull down. I mean, with this tank, you do get quite a bit of... I think it is... what is it? It's the... yeah, this is the first game. I'm trying to see how far down I can get the gun, but that's pretty darn good. I mean, it's no Japanese tank, that's for sure, but... the only thing I have on this tank, even still, is the gun, which you get by going through the M6. It's the 90mm. I think the gun will be the last thing I get. The next gun, at least. Because this tank works. You angle the front of this thing's armor if it is caught out in the open, and obviously I tried to angle the incorrect way. Figured, you know what, he's probably reloading. Went to go zoom in, and he backed his way. But yeah, this tank does do amazing, especially because with the T1 and the M6, it's kind of a similar story. The turret is the thickest part on this tank. Front of the turret. I mean, I've bounced Rheinmetall, I think it's Rheinmetall Ballistic. It's 2809. One of the two. It's the one where you can turn it around and it's the same exact look. It's got a small amount of space at the top. But yeah, I've bounced shots from the front of this thing's turret because he just hits the wrong spot. Now that Tiger over there is shooting at that KV-1. That KV-1 is basically distracting the Tiger, keeping him lit up so that way I can shoot him. And don't worry, his effort was not in vain. And bounce once, and I think that was artillery. Yep, that was artillery, which, by the way, that artillery is great. So now I'm just trying to make sure I'm not spotted when I come around this corner. Because if there's anything else over here, I'd rather it not know that I'm coming. And that's another Tiger. I took an optimistic shot. He probably backed a bit of his turret into it and just pinged off the back of that. So I'm just kind of coming through. And I got another. Oop, had. I mean, there are some times in World of Tanks where you'll see the outline, then it'll disappear, and you can still shoot at him. So I'm just trying to see. Yep.
Enemy armor is hit.
I mean, sure, this is not a monstrous gun, but fairly good rate of fire, and it does kick quite a bit of butt. That is for sure. Just absolutely for sure. I mean, look at the aiming reticle. Most tanks, it's outside the reload circle, and let me just point that out. It's typically outside this. I mean, even at this speed, I could probably hit that. If I had a clear shot, I could have probably hit with how slow this thing is as of right now. So right now, they're up 2. Up 1. And I'm looking for the Tiger, the Churchill, or the SU-12244. Trying to see if I can get a glimpse over this ridge over there. Not really gonna happen. I mean, I had a clear shot to go after artillery, but and artillery kills, don't get me wrong, they are very, very tasty. But if my team were to get obliterated because of it, it's kind of a, what the hell were you thinking? And ooh, Tiger's been spotted. Let me just get over here. And ooh, hello. And that's why I love this gun. On the move shots like that, no problem. I've actually started because of the M6. I'm used to it being a lot bouncier. That Tiger takes a hit from me. I take a hit from artillery. That thing takes another hit from me before he runs down the hill. And that really, that damaged my left track? Oh, don't worry. Now, I get a little kill greedy here, I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing this Tiger just run, and Matilda tracks me. I say, screw you, buddy. Just as my track starts to get repaired, I back up a little bit, and artillery hits me. I kill the Matilda. Right track destroyed by Matilda. Could have sworn that was artillery. And it seems like ping is going a bit AWOL for my teammates. The Hellcat's not having fun, that's for sure. So now the only threat left is the Tiger. Notice where I just passed, and I could have easily spotted him through where I had driven. So he probably did see me. And artillery takes another shot at me. And the Hellcat gets the kill. Don't know how the Hellcat gets the kill. Oh, never mind. I thought it was on the other side of the wall. But pressing the wrong button. My bad. Trying to speak, talk, and control L at the same time. So for once, my ping isn't the worst. Now, the only thing we have left is 2 artillery. Now, watch where the Hellcat driver drives. I'll even turn it around, zoom in a little bit. Leave it about here. I mean, I have no fear of artillery hitting me. They know I'm down here somewhere, just not sure where. As long as I don't knock over something too big, I should be fine. And what? What? You know what? Never mind. He probably ended up legging out into a pillar and crashed. I mean, he's not even sure what happened. The only thing we know is now it's a heavy tank and an artillery piece versus 2 artillery. One is top tier, the other is bottom tier. One's Russian, one's German. And I'm out for artillery. As you can see, I've loaded my HE shells due to the simple fact that one's a Grille, one is literally just a gun on a platform. I tried to tell the M12 to go the other way, but I don't type fast. Not to mention I completely forgot to put cruise control on, so bit of a mistake by me. M12 thankfully ignores my words, cause I'm just kill greedy at this point. I know I'm kind of just figuring that unless I get hit in the back, I should be absolutely fine, unless it's from the top tier. Which is why you kind of see me skirting around every once in a while. And I gotta hand it to this artillery driver up here. He was pretty good. He set up an ambush just at the right time. But what he didn't do was let me get closer. Because now I get to stop, fire, and I get to move around a little bit. Oh, and now I'm after the other one. And I'm thinking he's gotta be somewhere near J1.
Get going.
Our artillery has the right idea. He's up on the hill. So I kind of start going through, see if I can slightly even remotely draw him out. Not happening. So, like I said, I'm not thinking. I'm just assuming he's somewhere over here. Then I start to think, thankfully, wait a second. The last one had an arc by it. I didn't see an arc come from over here. I see him go, artillery going over there. Okay, so now, maybe, just maybe, I can draw him out if I get in the cap circle. I mean, I'm just trying to draw out the enemy artillery. I'm not actually trying to cap. The second I cross the line, he's spotted. And I don't know where he's aiming. I hear one shot, I'm assuming it's from the M12. I'm still unseen. Just see if I can get this working. I'm gonna kinda keep it like this, because artillery battles are just amazing. I've reloaded AP, because I don't know what the lower part of the tank is worth. And he's at 100%, I'm not going to risk the chance of, oh by the way, he's still got this much health left. And end up being one shot, because at this point I'm not really sure. Artilleries are closing in. Let me just angle it up a little bit, well, down a little bit. And our artillery driver is just amazing. They kind of have that turnaround thing. And, ooh, someone took 1 point of damage. And that's when reload in an artillery comes massively into play. This is another... I was about to start over again. But this is the next game that I had in my Tu-29. Exactly the next
Time to
one.
roll out.
Which is absolutely amazing. Now, if you could have seen during the countdown, there was one tank that didn't load. I don't think he moved for quite a while. When I first started, I was actually quite tempted to try and go down the 2 line down the valley. Because this tank thrives when it's on a hill, it can shoot down and over, and the only thing you get to shoot at is its turret. But I decided against it with the simple fact that it's an encounter map. I'd really rather not be the thing that ends up screwing my team up.
Enemy armor is
Put one hit into him, don't waste too much time, everyone else shooting at him as well. And we got KV-1S headed to town. He might not be too happy for a while. We have 2 tier 4s in the game, surprisingly. Both probably scout tanks. I know one is T50, one's a M5 Stuart. I think it's an M5 Stuart, don't quote me. That should be my quote, don't quote me. But if I say Buttermore enough times, I'll think of something to say. Nope, that guy's taking hits. And there's a type, I want to say 59, there's the KV-1S. And, oh, look at a hill, just what I needed. Now there's always someone coming down those.
enemy armor is damaged.
It doesn't matter what game you're in, game mode you're in, whether, even if it's assault, someone's always going to town. I've never played an assault game on this map, mind you, but pretty sure it's not something that most people enjoy.
Ricochet.
I bounce off with a kind of a pot shot. I'm trying to make sure that I don't give this guy too much of a tank, which kind of screws me over because I bounce off the top of his turret due to the angle. Ooh, a KV-1. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Reload. I'm tempted to see if I can get some shots of it. Nope, not going to. Sorry, come back over to hit this one. Move forward slightly. Go, you know what? Bushes out of my way. I need to get closer. I'm seeing shots still go over to that direction. And look at KV-1. Thank you yet again. So, I've kind of gotten into a routine with this tank. Ooh, KV-1 still. Thank you very much. I think I ended up doing all the damage to that tank. I'm not 100% sure. There's a tank destroyer over there, but I think he should be good. I'm kind of trying to see if that medium will come around. And that's when I noticed that someone spotted the FE-304. I don't know if that FE-304 has just gone in, but now it's dead, so I can come out. Hello! Thanks for the side. And move forward. I really do want to see if I can get... And you. And back up. And load. I mean, the only reason I didn't stay over on that side, like about there, after shooting that, I want to say it was the Cromwell, was for the simple fact that I knew that medium was there. And there's the backup KV-1S. And there's a medium. And in all that firing chaos, I took a hit for what seems to be a couple points of damage. I mean, not much of anything. That's why I love the turret of this thing. He's the last one. I start charging, and I kind of screw up here. I fire, and go out of the cap circle. I desperately try to back in to see if I can get some more points, but not gonna happen. Anyway, all of those were on the 9.1. The day I recorded this, 9.2 came out, so that's why I kind of rushed this video. So, if you Not to mention, I really would do want to kind of get a schedule with YouTube, but like I said earlier, and I think in the first one, my parents would rather have me go do something I don't like, probably bad at because I'm not really physical, and this is a town where coal miners make the most money, and pay for stuff I don't need. Whereas I'd rather, sure, $1,000-some computer is expensive, but when you use the computer as much as I do, it should kind of at least run the games at high end. Right now I have everything minimized. Actually, I have it below minimal in World of Tanks. So, hopefully I can convince them for... hopefully around the holidays. That's my hope. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of my videos, check out the channel. And if you'd like to keep updated when I upload a video, doesn't matter if it's World of Tanks, Minecraft, Call of Duty every once in a while. Call of Duty and Minecraft every once in a while. World of Tanks is by far the easiest one I can record. But if you want to see any of those, check out the channel. And I think that's it. The S-13 signing out. Bye.